Okay, Natalie, thanks for coming in today. I just want to run through the case management plan that you gave me. But before we do that, can you tell me about your discussion, how the meeting went?
Well, I can't remember.
Madvi? That's
Madvi.
right, it's a strange name, yeah.
I can't remember. Madvi doesn't hate her father.
Okay, that's good.
She is scared of him when he's angry,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't hate him.
All right.
And when the safety officer went there, they were told everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did they
and
not have the courage to say that everything wasn't fine, do you think?
I would say probably
All right.
that would be it. In respect to their parents, they probably wouldn't say it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Anything else? No,
No,
she doesn't hate their parents. What about Carol? Is Carol?
She's willing to talk to about the situation
Mm-hmm.
to I can't say her name, her
Madvi.
parents.
Okay. Oh, maybe his parents. Yep.
Parents.
All right. All right. Well, let's run through the case management plan. I'm sorry that I wasn't there. So currently, Carol thought that she will become the foster carer for Madvi. And yourself. So let's just run through some points here. She's 15. The father's the sole provider with 6 children, including Madvi. The client's father wants to marry an older Indian trader.
Well, from the father's point of view, it's a good way out.
That's true.
And
Something he's
he's
used to.
got, all these children to take care of. It doesn't seem like a sacrifice to him.
That's true.
But it does to Madvi.
Yeah, it's interesting to know whether that was their situation as well.
Yeah.
Him and his wife. It's not something we can ask though. So she reports that the parents beat them as a form of discipline. It's a physical punishment. It's still very common.
Well, that's their culture. I mean, you can't expect them to change over to another culture when they've been brought up with this.
That's true. It's very hard, I think. So Carol's agreeable to being a foster carer for Madvi.
Yes.
Until the parents agree that Madvi shouldn't be married, or for what period of time?
Well, Madvi's only 15. How can she go into a marriage at that age?
That's true.
It's like that's like marrying off a child. It's not marrying off a woman.
That's true. And Madvi wants to continue her schooling from foster care, and she wants to return to her parents. So the opportunities here that we've got, that you wrote, Madvi is to be placed in short-term foster care with Carol. The agreed goal, Madvi will stay with Carol for another 2 weeks. Madvi will return home to her parents after 2 weeks. That's good. I wonder if that's going into foster care and going back to the same situation still isn't going to change.
No, it's only a
Nothing will
matter of
change.
2 weeks. Nothing's going to change
So
in 2 weeks.
what can we do? How can we improve the situation, do you think? So would outside influence be helpful, do you think?
Yeah, I think she needs to be away from her parents for some time.
What about the parents? How do you think we can help them see, from not necessarily Madvi's point of view, but from a Western culture's point of view?
Yeah, well, they probably need help with a lot of things about that, because by the looks of it, they're just going on their own culture and what they would do. But there's got to be more opportunities now they're living in this country to to find a different avenue.
Yeah, they're still living in an immigrant densely populated area. So maybe if we get them some counselling.
I think that would be a good idea.
All right, so we'll get them some counselling, or try and get them to some counselling as possible. Let me just have a look at my notes here for a moment. With the counselling, I think the view, living in Australia, they're going to know that not human child brides, and that is not really an acceptable thing. But I think more than that, we need to get them to understand that these days, even smacking your child.
Yes, that's a good point. That we don't punish with abuse.
Yep, physical.
We try and find a way around it, or we try and, but then you're still going against their culture. They've had it since their childhood that this is the way you handle things. Mm-hmm. So having a counsellor is a good thing if the counsellor can convince them that there's a different way to go about this.
Yep. Okay. So I think while Maddie is staying with Carol, we find some seminars, or we get them to go to a counsellor.
Yeah, good idea.
Maybe contacting the Indian consulate. They would have come across this case before, no doubt. We ask them if they have any suggestions for people they can speak to.
And the thing is that in our culture, we've got to be patient with them, because 2 weeks is not going to solve anything. It's not going to change their mind.
That's right, yeah.
If Maddie's, if she's away from them for 2 weeks, that's not going to make any difference.
No, that's true. That's true. All right. Let me just have another look at my notes here. So you're going to have another case conference to show them the change in the case plan, and you have to contact Maddie's parents. If you can, get them into a meeting, get them a multicultural support worker, someone that, if they speak another language, it's better to have it in their own language. If they're fluent enough in English, that's fine.
And I don't like to stress it too much, but patience on our side is a big thing.
Yep, definitely.
Because it's going to them, if we try and push it too hard, it's going to be like we're bullying them into what they should think. And they can't just yet.
True. Yeah. All right, thank you. I'll look forward to receiving your updated case plan then.
You're welcome.
Thank you.